I found it extremely enriching. I thought the topics that were discussed today in terms of business future, ownership, and how to promote ethical stewardship are all very pertinent topics.
I like that spirit of collaboration and dialogue. And I think that itself is really the spirit of stewardship. Whether or not we own or do not own an asset, a company, an institution.
We'd like to kick off today's program, inviting Chairman Temasek Holdings, Mr. Lim Boon Heng, to address us.
Our society benefits from our investments today, even as we hold their trust as stewards well into the future.
Honestly, things do not look good, not as good as they used to do. What is the role of stewardship in difficult times?
From a good stewardship point of view, the critical issue is the long-term health of the company, not the short-term wealth of the shareholder. That's in the best long-term interest of society, environment, the shareholder, the employees, everybody.
So we have to remember that as we, who are stewards of our companies, look at our business models, we put people first.
Our entire business model is built around the need to serve the customers and the ecosystem and the citizens of Southeast Asia.
How can business play a bigger role in shaping a better world? So on that note, the floor is open.
Dedicate a certain proportion of your profit to the well-being of the society.
It is a two-way conversation, and that people become more educated, not just the directors, not just the board themselves, but the general investing public about the need for ethical stewardship.
We're going to have a very short mini exercise. There are 6 criteria there. Please choose the top 3 most emphasized in your organization.
ESG research can unearth additional value that companies bring to the table. We still have to solve the problem of measurement.
We have to accept what the societal impact is going to be on the technological development that we're making.
We cannot leave the standards to come about after disasters. We must front-run them.
As a company, we must do good for the community, do good for the country, do good for the climate, do good for the customers, then it'll be good for the company.
We are told from a very young age our value system in a family and why we're here. And I think that's very important, is the message that we have to communicate to the next generation.
So with that, if I may, invite Deputy Prime Minister Heng Swee Keat to share a few words with us today.
Ultimately, a caring and cohesive society requires everyone to come together to do good for a more sustainable tomorrow.
So hopefully today, the outcome of this meeting of the minds, we are going to consider defining long-term ownership, defining traits of long-term ownership and impediment and pitfalls.
The owners are kind of the guarantee that the course is set on certain values. The owners can make the trade-off between how much they want in profits, how much dividends they want, and so on.
Boards are coming to realise that they have an obligation to open themselves up and be more transparent.
It's vital for boards to have a stewardship mindset, because the danger is if they don't, they end up being agents.
Many of the different stakeholders are actually looking at how do you practice stewardship and not doing it at the big level and only at the mind level.
You can see from our discussions today and this morning how the government's played a major role with regards to the way they manage the country, where stewardship is front of mind with regards to how people drive their businesses.
So what do we do in the short term as well that might finally shift the needle for the long term? It's not about putting things away into the far future, but being able to act quick, act fast. This hopefully has that long-term impact.